Bob, I guess not everybody chooses to sign up by age 65. Why? Why are they putting it off, and how is that actually possible?
Great question. This is the most misunderstood concept or so forth, and this is one of the places where we really think that people ought to come in at 64 and get an education as to their options and so forth, whether they do or they don't want to sign up right then. Most people are going to want to at least sign up for Medicare Part A at age 65 due to the fact that it costs nothing. Okay. That piece is free. It covers it's good coverage. It covers things if you're hospitalized, inpatient. It covers skilled nursing for up to 100 days. It covers hospice and a little bit of home care. And so most people will sign up on Part A at 65, or they should, because it costs them nothing and it kind of gives them double coverage. Right. The reason why a lot of people would not want to sign up for Medicare Part B is there's a cost associated with it. It costs $122 a month for a person signing up, unless you're making more income than a certain dollar amount, and then it actually goes up for higher income earners and so forth at that time. But so what we try to do is go through and look and say, hey, what's your employer insurance coverage like? The reason why you wouldn't want to sign up is because, one, you're actively working or your spouse is actively working. Somebody has to be actively working, and you have to be covered under a group health insurance plan. It can't be an individual plan. It has to be based on employment through a group plan. If you are, then you can elect to waive Medicare Part B and not suffer a penalty later on when you were to sign up. Okay. There's a 10% penalty for every year that you don't sign up from 65 unless you have this special election. Right. And the special election is based on that employer coverage. Okay. And so a lot of times, sometimes we get people that have very good insurance. They're not paying a lot for that insurance. So it's a lot better deal for them to not enroll and keep on the employer plan and not pay that $122 and have double coverage. And so we have an awful lot of people like that. We have a lot of people who will come in, and after we've talked to them, they have a plan that maybe their employer is paying for them, but for their spouse, they're having to pay maybe $300-400 for it, and it might be a $5,000 deductible. For those people, a lot of times it's a no-brainer to come on and pay the $122, have a lot better coverage and so forth that you have. So there are options, there are things like that you need to consider, and it's always nice to know about those things before you're right in the thick of it. And that's why I say it really doesn't hurt to plan. We love people who will come in and ask us questions and so forth well in advance so that they're prepared at that time.
Well, I mean, and it makes sense, doesn't it? Because the more prepared you are, the more money you're going to save ultimately, right?
A lot of times, yes, people do and so forth. So just everybody's situation is different on those types of things.
So you may not even know that these things are an option. You may not have been even thinking about this kind of thing, but now is the time to think about it. You have choices. You don't have to sign up if you already have insurance and if you're employed. But the best person to ask about this, of course, is Bob and his staff here at LSS Insurance. Bob, tell us where you are.
Well, let me tell you about our staff. We do have 4 or 5 of us that work in the Medicare arena. We've got some gals who are just fantastic at customer service and working with our clientele, and they really enjoy working with those people. I have another agent who sells an awful lot with me, is Rusty Allen, here in our business. And you can come find us at 169 East, 1600 North in North Logan. We're right across the street from the North Logan Walmart to the north. I'm looking out my front window again and looking at that nice brown wall of the Walmart on there, and it just says above our door in big gold lettering, LSS Insurance.
Okay. So, you know, if you're not sure what choices you really have, which a lot of people, to be fair, may not be sure, come in and see Bob and his staff here at LSS Insurance and get those choices laid out to you for free.
Yeah, you can call us and make an appointment or schedule a time to come see us at 435, well, I guess we don't need the 435, it's 752-9493.
Thanks, Bob.
You bet, thank you.